Once the council begins their deliberation, it's their time. So please do not interrupt, whether you like what they say or don't like what they say. This is their time. They're going to get to a point. I just want to make sure that they can do what they're going to do. Everyone's had their chance to speak. Mr. Mayor, it's your turn.
All right, we're going to make this nice and easy and start with Councilwoman Fitzgerald and make our way down to the end.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to everyone that came out to express your concerns. And there was a lot of information and a lot of misinformation that has perpetuated a lot of fear, clearly. And I just want to make sure, because I keep hearing these things repeated over and over, and I think that the words are being misused, or maybe the definition is not understood. So I keep hearing the word kidnapping. You know, kidnapping is the abduction of someone and holding them captive. Now, detention is a temporary stop. And please give me my time to speak, as we were respectful to you. Thank you. So detention is a temporary stop by law enforcement to investigate a possible criminal activity that is legal. An arrest is taking of a person into custody because of probable cause that a crime was committed. That is legal. So I want to make sure that there's just some clarification there. And sometimes those scenes can be very upsetting. So I understand what you're saying. It's not always a good scene, but you have to understand the legality of these actions. There's also something else that I want to address, and it has to do with elected officials that have been speaking on this topic. As far as those that have come here to express support for canceling the ICE contract or whatever that is. You know, I think it's really unfortunate that elected officials who know the Constitution, who know that we are to uphold the federal law and the California Constitution, and they still decide to manipulate and go along with the misinformation for their own personal gain. And a lot of the elected officials, or people, incumbents, or people that are running for candidate that came to speak on this, you know, they are running for office, so they have a self-serving purpose. And you have to understand that this...
Okay, I'm going to remind everyone, council's time to speak.
So that perpetuates the fear that is out there, the untruths that are out there. And I just think that's very shameful and unfortunate, and a lot of people are believing it. So now I'd like to address what we came here to hear on this presentation, and which is about, well, it is a presentation. So my question to you, Chief, if you wouldn't mind repeating, I understand from what your presentation stated, I understand that there are task forces that the police department participates in. Are there any HSI agents that are part of those task forces? I think it was on slide.
Yeah, I can go back.
That
We
was a
were
while back.
we were just talking here when we were talking about these, but yes, there are many task forces in the county.
Slide 4, I think, maybe.
4. Let me go back.
Was it? I think that was agencies.
That was just agencies that use the range.
Oh, okay. So are there currently any task forces that the Escondido Police Department is a part of that HSI sometimes is also a part of?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, HSI, there's several HSI-led task forces in the county of San Diego. There's the money laundering task force that they focus on narcotics, bulk currency, financial and elder fraud. There's cyber crimes. They target child exploitation, transnational crimes, you know, the human trafficking, human smuggling, illegal narcotics trade. There's the San Diego Human Trafficking Task Force that's led by HSI. There's the FAST team, the Fentanyl Abatement and Suppression Team, that's led by HSI and includes most of the regional partners in the San Diego region, to include California DOJ. Up here in North County, they have the East County Gang Task Force that HSI is a part of. and then the Violent Crime Task Force in the county as well.
So it's also beneficial for our officers' safety to make sure that all other law enforcement agencies that participate on the task forces alongside with them are properly trained. Would you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am, I would agree with that.
Thank you. So I have heard the public's point of view. I do want to share my perspective on this issue, so you clearly know where I stand. I believe that the ICE-involved shootings that we have seen over the past several months were tragic. I also believe that they illustrate the importance of having well-trained officers at all levels of law enforcement. I support providing a space for training for all law enforcement organizations, state and federal, to increase public safety through regular training in the use of firearms. As a former police officer, I can personally speak to the importance of training and the difference it can make in life or death situations. I can also speak to the fact that in many agencies, there is not enough time, space, and resources devoted to ensuring law enforcement officers can maintain their skills. That includes the safe and proper handling of firearms. This is especially important to me as our Escondido police officers work on county law enforcement task forces with other agencies that include ICE and HSI, just as the chief mentioned, and that is why I'm very supportive of continuing with the contract, giving us access to other agencies to utilize our training facilities. And we should welcome any opportunity to create spaces for officers to improve their abilities. Doing so is the best way to avoid potentially harmful situations in the future. Yes.
Guys.
Ongoing training for operational readiness throughout our region improves their ability to safely respond for service and emergency situations. So I am supportive of continuing the contract. Thank you for your presentation, Chief.
Quick reminder, everyone has already had a chance to speak. You can hold signs, do those things. Council